Morning, y'all. I just want to hip y'all onto something that I've learned recently, right? Recently I've learned, well, I guess before that, let's holler about my breakfast, right? Let's talk about breakfast. I'm getting it in. 6 eggs, some oats, and some chia seed. All right, I got a little bit of water. I'm gonna drop some electrolytes and a little bit of chlorophyll in there. The chia helps you to feel much more full when water hits it. Um, Also has a lot of vitamins and nutrients and fiber, right? And fat. But I'm just coming to y'all today, share something with y'all. Don't tell my wife I'm using her electrolytes today. I've got my own, but they're in my backpack and it's in my car. So, man, y'all can't even see that. Take a look at this while I drop these electrolytes in this water. You see that? That is sodium, magnesium, and potassium happening. Okay. Let me see if this will balance. No, it's all good. I'm gonna drop a drop of chlorophyll in there as well. Chlorophyll is great for your kidneys and liver. It's great for the inside of your body. It's an antioxidant, and it's an internal deodorant. Kills odor from the inside, for real, and it really works. Just chlorophyll, basically plant blood. Okay, it's plant melanin, if you will. So, and I love it because it has like a minty kind of flavor. Tastes like a little bit. There's a little drop of mint in your stuff, right? At least the one that I'm using. So I'm just here to holler at y'all real quick about duties, right? One of my duties that I'm realizing as a man, as a husband, it is my job to mitigate stress within my house, right? So it's, how can I put this? Women are built to handle more pain than men, right? It's one of the reasons why women have cramps every month. They, have so many things that go on naturally with their bodies that are painful, as well as just childbirth, right? Women are built for short bursts of pain, whereas men are built for suffering. Women are not made to suffer, simply. It's your job as a husband to suffer and to put your wife in a situation where she doesn't have to suffer. Stress causes cortisol in men and women to raise. However, it's very dangerous for women, particularly, and women with PCOS, or women with any other kind of autoimmune disease or issues. Stress is really bad because what it does is it tells your body that there's a threat to your existence, because the concept is we're supposed to be living at peace. We're supposed to be living a soft life. We're supposed to be innately, thousands, hundreds, thousands of years ago, we would have been living in a village society, and you would have woke up and got you some water and enjoyed your day with the people that you work with, made some food, picked some food, got some food, enjoyed life, right? The only time that something would have come to your life that would have stressed you out would have been danger to your existence, or your family's existence. So when you have a moment and you feel like, oh my God, that deadline, oh my God, I gotta meet the deadline. When you're not meeting the deadline, you feel stressed, and your body computes that stress as a threat. So, what your body does when it thinks that you're under stress or you are in a threat situation, it prepares to either fight or flee, right? There's only two things that your body can do when it believes that there is something that is threatening its existence. Either I'm about to fight or I'm about to run away. Either way it goes, I need energy in order to do that. And I can't do that without a surplus of energy because we're about to have to go to war, right? And so what your body does is it stores fat so that you can go to war. Stress causes women and men, particularly women, to store visceral fat. Okay, and it is so real. So as a husband in this season, I've learned that it's my job to keep that stress away from her life, uh, so that she can live her best life. So creating a soft life for my wife may look like uh, doing the dishes this evening, right? Or today before she gets home, right? Um, Cleaning the house. It may look like paying a bill, right? Um, Very often, it looks like me keeping my promises to myself and making sure that as I move forward, uh, that those things don't come down onto her plate, right? So it's if I set a deadline for something, keeping my deadline, right? I know and you know the things that stress out your mate. And those are the areas where, as a man, you have to work on so that your wife can heal. Because the world that we're in right now wants her to be stressed, wants you to be overworked, and wants your family to then fall down. But as long as you're strong uh, and you choose to suffer for your family, then the rest of your family doesn't have to suffer. You feel me? So it's just something that I think that a lot of people really need to pay more attention to. What is your cortisol like? Okay, when you're asking why am I storing fat, particularly in my midsection, a lot of the reason why is because you have high cortisol, and that may even be those uh, high intensity interval training workouts that you're doing, right? It may be the fact that perfect example right now, my wife's plan as given to her by her doctor and her nutritionist is that she needs to keep her heart rate under 130 to 150. And if you know, a brisk walk can get you up to about 130, 150. So the concept is that if you're doing too much, your body's stressed. If you're going to the gym and you're working out like crazy, your body's stressed. And it's going to continue to hold the things that you give it so that it can have fuel because I gotta fight. Something's going on. I'm upset. We have not evolved, and that just shows you so much about evolution. We haven't evolved past that. You know, you haven't evolved, to be able to uh, do the simplest of things, right? That we would like to be able to do. We haven't evolved. Your fair-skinned friends have not evolved to this point to be able to handle the sun. Okay, there's so much that goes into evolution, so many thousands of years that go into evolution that we have not evolved past who we are, right? As humans, and still to this day, when you are stressing your body, and it may just be the deadline at work, it may just be remembering tasks. They say that women, one last thing, they say that women have a lot of stress, and a lot of the stress that women have is unpaid jobs. that they take on. So it's not work stress. It's not your boss telling you what to do, and it's not the things that us men have to deal with on a regular basis. It's those things. Plus, did you remember your mother's birthday? Did you remember my mother's birthday? Did you remember the kids have to be at this place? Did we pay this bill? Is this on? Did we plan the vacation? Is girls' trip? The group chat. I gotta respond to the group chat. Did I check my email? It's all the unpaid things. And then she comes home and she cooks dinner and she cleans the house and, she's managing all of these different things. And it's the unpaid jobs that are causing women in particular a hell of a lot of stress. So, my best advice to you is if you are an antelope and there's lions lying near you, it's gonna stress you out. Okay? Uh, you only have two options. The lions have to attack, and either you're going to fight or you're going to flee. But your best chance at survival is to kill your lions. Okay? Take care of your problems when they happen. Don't find ways to move around them. Okay? Take care of your problems quickly. Kill the lions in the room so that you don't have anything to worry about. And try to seek a soft life. Okay? All these things that they've told us matter, and all these things that we watched our parents chase, you see where they are now. Okay? Most of them are sick. Okay? I'll say majority of your parents and the baby boomers are dying much earlier than their parents. They eat like trash. They fed us garbage. Okay, and many of them are now spending. Man, I had a old, working in senior living. You get a lot of gyms. One of them was somebody walked up to me and said, you spend your youth trying to get money. And then when you get money, you spend your money trying to get your youth back. You might not have got that. But what I'm saying is that many of them are doing that now. Okay? And what the world told us was valuable, we're finding out now it's not. Right? Find a way to live in a village. Find a way to have a village. Okay. Get with your family and buy property together so that you all can be cared for by one another. Find ways to make this work for you, because this hard grind and wanting for more and constantly seeking more and more and more and you'll never be satisfied. That is a gradient moving scale, and when the next guy shows up with more than you, it's gonna make you jealous again. So live a soft life, fellas. uh, it's on you to create that life for your woman, so that you both can thrive and give to one another what's so necessary in this relationship, what God wants the two of you to give to one another. My wife does so much for me. She is, I call myself the team captain. My wife is the manager, the owner, the equipment manager. Um, Very often she's my coach. She's the center on the team. She's the fullback on the team. She's the linebacker on the team. She's the point guard on the team. She's the right wing, the left wing, all of these things, right? Um, she embodies all of those things. And in order for her to be able to do that, I have to create the soft life for her so that she can be as healthy as possible. These women are queens, okay? And I don't say that to be cliche and incredibly hotep, but these women are really queens, fellas. And it's not their job to suffer long. That's your job. Okay? She's built for quick pain in high amounts. You are built for long, long journeys. All right? Take the journey, be great, keep that fire. Keep that fire inside of you. I love y'all, brothers, sisters. Um, have a great day.